While there are some teams who are having fun watching their guys play in the playoffs, making clutch baskets, making game winners, the overwhelming majority of fans have no horse in the race. Their teams have been long eliminated and they have had nothing to do other than hope for what's going to happen in the upcoming draft. The draft is readily approaching. The lottery going to be in, I think, late May, and then the draft actually taking place in June. But I wanted to see how good is a team of all draft prospects from the 2022 draft class. Now, normally what I do is I just create a team, put all the prospects on it and say, hey, this is going to be how good that is. But let's have a little bit of fun here. Let's draft each and every prospect, compose a roster of said prospects, and see how good they can do. What team is better to implement this idea than the team that has every single draft pick of every single team until 2028? And that is, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who just have a ridiculous stockpile of picks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28 picks until 2026. And of course, in real life, they have them until 2028. It is ridiculous. When you look at a team like the Trailblazers, who have a whole bunch of picks in this draft, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is what life is like. Look at the Warriors here. They have 3 in this draft. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this is what normal teams do. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder said, hey, I'll take every single one of your first round picks until 2029. Let's do it. So the only trades that I made on Trade Override was make sure the Oklahoma City Thunder have their respective picks in this draft, 4, 12, and 30. So of course, we're going to have to start with pick 1. And who has that pick? Then none other than the Magic. Not really a surprise there. Wow, that is a second round pick. Okay, who has pick 1? Ooh, the Wizards do. Man, Wizards fans wish, but they're going to get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out of this, so I think it's totally fair compensation. I'm not going to give you our 4th overall pick, but I will send you, I don't know, this lottery predicted pick. There you go. So we have pick 1. Now we're going to need to get pick number 2. And who would I take with that pick? Who was it? The Knicks? Knicks fans wish as well. So we have 1, 2. Gonna give up Josh Giddey for that, and they can't afford it. They really can't afford anything? Really? Kind of a little bit annoying. But hey, there's a reason why the Oklahoma City Thunder have, how is it, 28 picks, and it's to do things like this. So they have 1, 2, and 4. Go ahead and grab pick 3 from the Bulls. And would they like Josh Giddey? They need a point guard desperately. I think it works. What if I give you some seconds? I like to save some of our picks for the future. And by future, I mean trading for pick 5, 6, and 7. Come on. Don't be stingy, Chicago. You want to make Josh Giddey would be your perfect point guard. And there you go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna need pick 5. Alexei Pokusevski, maybe. Seems to kind of fit what they're doing there. Long and tall. And then Lou Dort to be their undersized shooter. That works for me. I'll send you another first as well. And let's call it a day. How about pick 6? Gonna be coming in for the Pistons. Who do you want to pair alongside Cade Cunningham? How about Trey Mann? That seems to be a good match. And I can give you, I guess, Derek Favors to give you a little size on the backcourt, and then send him another first as well. And there we go. How about pick 7? Coming in from the Suns because 2K hates them in simulation. We'll give them some young prospects. They can't afford anything. But Isaiah Roby, you can't afford anything. Okay, we're just gonna have to send you some firsts. Little anticlimactic if you ask me. Isaiah Roby and Aaron Wiggins for campaign. No, sure. Why not? Need pick 8. Coming in hot from the Spurs. I will give you campaign. It doesn't really work at all, but he's our best player left. And Kenrich Williams definitely seems like a Spur to me. That's gonna work. And how about pick 9? And maybe even pick 10. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. We kind of have way too many players still on the team. Pick 9 from the Indiana Pacers. You want Darius Bazley? You want Teo Maladone? And do you want Jeremiah Robinson Earl? There you go. Let's go ahead and trade for 10. Why not? Because we're here. Because we're doing it. We're going to rock a 10-man rotation. Maybe. Who knows? Who's got pick 10? The Blazers? They're not going to be able to afford anything, are they? Oh. Who are these? A whole bunch of guys I can't trade? I cannot trade Georgios Kalaitzakis. I am sorry, but we'll give up a couple more first-round picks we have first 4 days. So how should we make this work? Obviously, number 1 overall is going to go Jabari Smith. Now, what I'm thinking is that we play Jabari Smith at the 3, Paolo Banchero at the 4, Chet Holmgren at the 5. We're going to rock it like that. So Jabari's going to go number 1 just because he's my highest rated player in this class. Chet Holmgren's going to go 2, even though I'd rather have Jaden Ivey personally. I think Chet's going to go 2 though, because everybody's going like, oh man, we had Chet Holmgren ranked as the number 1 prospect coming into the season. What are we doing? You know, they've built their fort and they're going to lie in the bed that they made, even though, you know, when the facts change, so should your opinion. And realistically, Paolo Banchero should be making a hard push for being the number 2 prospect, but he's just not. He's not getting that wave. As for the point guard, gonna be a little bit interesting. So we could do Shadon Sharp, although he's more of a scorer. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be Ty Washington, which doesn't really sound all that appetizing to me. But the other guy is, God, I don't know, Kennedy Chandler. So I think it's gonna be Ty Washington, who's not a point guard, and then we're gonna have Kennedy Chandler be his backup. Even though he's not as good, he is a true facilitating point guard. That's gonna be our 2 point guards. For shooting guards, Adrian Griffin for sure, 40%. What did he shoot? Like 46% in year 2. Definitely going to be a great backup shooting guard. As for the small forward, not really sure. I'm thinking take Keegan Murray, maybe Caleb Houston. I'm just not really in on that. We could also go Benedict Mathurin, play him at the 3. We could go Shadon Sharp, play him, backing him up. Johnny Davis. I think we're going to take, let's do Jalen Duren, make sure we have our backup center. And who do I want to take? Shadon Sharp or Benedict Mathurin? Let's take Benedict Mathurin just because I was very impressed. And like I said, we're going to run 10 deep. I was thinking about it. We're going to do it. We're going to take Shadon Sharp as well. So that is going to be our team. I know Kennedy Chandler is a little bit underrated. It's just because he's so short. He's not going to be able to do a lot in the league. And obviously, we're not going to make any moves in free agency. So we have Ty Washington, Kennedy Chandler. Kennedy is going to be lower rated, but he is the true facilitator. Ty Washington is going to be our slasher. Jaden Ivey and Adrian Griffin Jr. And then how are we going to rock the 3? So like I said, we're going to do Jabari Smith, going to run a super size lineup. You know, I got inspiration from Cleveland, and they said run it like this. Benedict Mathurin is 6'7". We can definitely be backup wing. I guess we're just going to run 3 deep at the shooting guard position. Shadon Sharp, Adrian Griffin, and Jaden Ivey. And then have, yeah, I'm good with this team. I think this team definitely could actually compete if they wanted to. Don't believe we have any bird rights. Can we actually afford anyone? Like realistically, if I wanted to go out and spend money, we could get a James Harden. I get a James Harden and bench him. You know what we're going to do is just get a whole bunch of players on 2-year deals and decline their option. Or decline the contract so that they become completely unrestricted free agents in the following free agency. So DeAndre Ayton. Who else do people want? Miles Bridges. Offer him a 2-year max deal, and then he declines next season. Just throw a little chaos. We'll definitely be doing this for guys like Zion. Yeah. Going to say, just kidding. Just kidding. And we're going to renounce the rights on everybody. Sorry, Georgios Kalatakis. And the Suns have to match. And that is it. So DeAndre Ayton is going to be an unrestricted free agent in the upcoming free agency period. Really good to see that. Anybody went anywhere fun? Kyrie back to the Nets. Harden back to the Sixers. Zach LaVine to the Magic because they need more guard help. DeAndre Ayton, TJ Warren, Bobby Portis, Anthony Simons. Okay. How are we going to do for player progression? Did they progress after the first draft? I don't think so. Benedict Mathurin went up 1 because we changed his position, but that's it. And we're going to do... How do we do untapped potentials for this team? Oh, 2K crashed. Great. Okay, we're back because 2K crashed because 2K is a terrible, awful game that doesn't know how to handle contracts. What I tried to do is manually set it up so I didn't have team player options at the end of the season. What that ends up doing is breaking everything, as you can see. But this is going to be the team. These are the untapped potentials that we're setting everybody to. Rocking a 10-man rotation with our head coach, Mike Styleford, Ty Washington at the 1, Jaden Ivey at the 2, Jabari Smith at the 3, Paolo Banchero at the 4, and Chet Holmgren at the 5. Coming off the bench, Benedict Mathurin, Adrian Griffin, Jalen Duren, Shadon Sharp, and unfortunately, no Joe Ingles, my boy, Kennedy Chandler, all 5'11" of him, is going to be our backup point guard. Love to see it. Love to see how good this team is going to perform. Preseason power rankings, are they any good? We are not anywhere for NBA.com, probably 30th, right? Yeah, 29th. But Eric Boner has us 30th. Great. And here at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Giannis. On Team Luka is Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Joel Embiid. On the other side, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Nikola Jokic, and Trae Young. For the reserves is Jimmy Buckets, Karl Towns, John Morant, LaMelo Ball made his first, and Pascal Siakam. On the other side, Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, Anthony Davis, Zion Williamson, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, our old friend, made his first. How are we doing? How is our boys? Jabari Smith leading the way, 16 points a game. Jaden Ivey just behind him at 15. Chet Holmgren putting up very solid 14 and 8. Paulo Banchero 13 and 6. Jadon. I'm good with this team. They underrate Kennedy Chandler a little bit. I'm wondering what we can do to make his numbers a little more realistic. The 3-point percentages, everybody sucks. Yeah, that's the way that is. Can I bump his tendencies? How do I see? Where are shot? Where's the passing? Because my boy is an elite passer. Here we go. Dish to the open man tendency. Kennedy Chandler already up to 80. Fine with that. Touch. Flashy pass. I mean, we can bump that up to like, I don't know, 60. Alley-oop. He definitely does alley-oops. Go with that. Pick and roll versus pop tendency. He's the guy who's doing the ball handling, so I'm not really sure what from that. ISO. He doesn't really ISO. Play discipline. Yeah, he's pretty disciplined. I don't know why it's at a 5, other than whoever made this draft class hates him, so they're definitely gonna bump that up. Not like disciplined in the bad way, disciplined in that he's a very solid facilitator. Pretty good stealing and passing lanes. There's just not a lot that I can change. Make sure that this is a little more realistic, but we're gonna keep everything as it is. Looking at the league stats, and if our boys made it, scoring is Luka, of course. Rebounds is Rudy Gobert. Assist is Trae Young. Steals is Deontay Murray. Blocks is Rudy Gobert. Field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. 3-point champion is Grant Williams, and free throw champion is Kevin Love. None of our boys made any of those lists. Luka Doncic wins MVP. Our boy Chet Holmgren won Rookie of the Year, 15 and 8. Okay. Yusuf Nurkic, 6th Man of the Year. Defense Player of the Year is Jonathan Isaac. Davion Mitchell, Most Improved. Really? He went from 6 and 3 to 10 and 6. Okay, Coach of the Year is Willie Green because, of course, and David Powell is bald. Obviously, we didn't have anybody make any of the All-NBA teams, but we definitely took over the rookies. Walker Kessler won All-Rookie First Team? How? Chet Holmgren's already here. He's a center. You can't have 2 center. Whatever. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. This game hates our boys. But we actually made the 5 seed. Pretty interesting. 48 and 34. Looking at the team stats, we didn't do as horribly as you'd expect with a team full of rookies. Maybe it's all thanks to Mike Stauffer. Shooting, we were atrocious, 112 points per game, 24th in the NBA, but defensively, we were number 1. Okay, giving us a 3.6 point differential, actually 8th in the NBA. Field goal percentages, 47% is not great, middle of the pack. 3-point percentage is probably the worst, I want to say. Yeah, 25th. Free throw percentages, definitely down there, 26 as well. Just not great numbers. But, you know, statistically, we're a pretty good, pretty balanced team across the board. Who didn't pick up the slack? Kennedy Chandler, because he's criminally underrated, but he got up to a 75, so I'm okay with that. Adrian Griffin. Everybody else is pretty good, you know, high 70s, low 80s. Rebounds, Chet Holmgren was great. Paulo, Jabari. I mean, we have a huge lineup. Jalen Duren is a monster coming off the bench. Assisting, we definitely need work on, which is why I drafted Kennedy Chandler. I just wish I could figure out how to boost his numbers artificially. Steals, I mean, whatever. Blocks, Chet Holmgren. 3-point percentages, everybody sucks. Jabari's actually 38%. Everybody else is below average. Yeah, it's ugly, but it's year 1, okay? What do you want me to do? Scoring champion went to Luka, no thunder. Rebounds went to Rudy Gobert, no thunder. Assist went to Trae Young, no thunder. Steals is Deontay Murray. Blocks, Rudy Gobert. Field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. 3-point champion is Grant Williams, and free throw champion is Kevin Love. Did we do that already? I feel like we did. But here is the rookies taking on the Spurs, and Greg Popovich is going to coach circles around this team, especially because they have a Deontay Murray, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander backcourt. That is scary. Yeah, we had to give up the picks. I had to reset the whole video, the whole rebuild setup initially, so some of the players didn't go to the right teams. And for the Spurs, for example, I think had the number 2 overall pick, and we actually beat them. Okay. Well, we're taking on the Grizzlies, who are probably going to dominate us. Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., and of course none other than Ja Morant. Yeah, they're gonna pound us. Paulo's giving us 21. We're such a balanced team, but we need somebody to step up. We did win one game, so that's nice. Jabari, 26 points. I mean, it's balanced, but that's not what I want. 3-2, and we do lose in 6. Okay, who's gonna advance to the finals? It's gonna be Grizzlies and Sixers, and Ja Morant wins NBA Finals MVP. I think he won it last year when I was setting this up too as well. Let's see. No, Donovan Mitchell did. Well, that's realistic. Carmelo's retiring. He said, I'm having enough of this. Andre Iguodala, Rudy Gay, Joe Johnson, Rajon Rondo. A lot of retirees. Hall of Fame inductees Russ, Dwight, and Carmelo Anthony all getting their jersey retired as well. League meetings, are any of these fun? No, that's not fun. Fun. And that's not fun either. They're all really, really boring. Draft lottery, we don't have any picks because we used them all on the 2022 class. So we're going to skip right through that. Mike Stauffer is going to stick around and be our head coach. And we're not even going to look at the draft class. We're not even going to look at free agency. There's nothing for us to do. Team player options, nobody's even up yet. Everybody was on their rookie deal. Qualifying offers, nobody, because this roster is empty. And who can we screw up in free agency? How about Ja Morant? Try to screw that up. So we'll do backloaded player option. Okay, Zion will definitely try to screw you up. Anything I can do to take the Pelicans down a peg, I will definitely do. And who else is restricted? Darius Garland? Yeah, why not? Why not, Darius? Player option as well. You out. And we're just going to decline everybody and hope that they all get matched by their teams. Nobody even wanted to join our stupid team. Well, good enough is good enough. I think it said that they matched, so, you know, whatever we're doing here is working. And it's throwing a chaos, throwing a wrench into the world and trying to make it a little more fun. It's life without having some fun. Everybody else can go screw. Player progression. Time to see who's going to take the next step, who's going to become our star of the 2022 class. Jabari Smith up to an 84, Jaden Ivey up to an 82, Chet Holmgren only up to an 81, Shadon, everybody's kind of holding steady. Ty Washington did not develop a single progression point. That's a little disappointing. He's tied with Kennedy Chandler. Yeah, the point guard position is definitely lacking in this draft class. I'm hoping that the rest of the guys can pick up the slack, but eesh, what I'm saying about this. So we're going to rock this same 10-man rotation. Ty Washington, Jaden Ivey, Jabari Smith, Paulo Banchero, and Chet Holmgren coming off the bench. Benedict Mathurin, Shadon Sharp, Adrian Griffin, Jalen Duren, and Kennedy Chandler. Who do we send to untap potential this time? Obviously free throws, because you can't miss your damn free throws. Jabari's going to be a 90. Why don't we try Shadon Sharp and Jaden Ivey? We'll see if that's going to put us over the top. Is it? Who knows? Looking at the preseason power rankings, we actually finished 4th in the West. So how are we projected to finish this year with a whole bunch of rookies only getting better? 16th for NBA.com. And Eric Boner has us 16th as well. Here in year 2, Ja Morant wins MVP, giving you 36 and 10. Damon Temple is rookie of the year. 6th man is John Wall on the Mavericks. Okay, 19 points a game. Giannis, defensive player of the year. Jalen Suggs, most improved, up to 13 points a game. Yeah. Willie Green, coach of the year, because of course, and Jacob Park is ugly. All NBA first team, none of our boys. Second team, nobody. Third team, nobody. All defensive first team, nobody. And of course, now we don't have any rookies as well. But we did improve. We went up to the 3 seed. So there's that, 54 and 28. We're actually 2nd in the power rankings. Don't ask me how they do power rankings versus how they do the records versus whatever. Let's check out the stats though. See how our boys did, how they improved, hopefully offensively. Points per game, we were still not great. 13th, so we went up 2 spots, 117 points a game. Defensively, still the best team in the NBA, 107.8 points per game, giving us a 9.2 point differential. 2nd. Field goal percentages. Yeah. Yep. 18th. 3-point percentages. Hopefully we got better there. We didn't. 22nd. And free throw percentages, 80%. Definitely improved there, up to 17. All right, my fellow Americans, how do we do? Jabari Smith bumped his scoring up to 18.5. Chet Holmgren up to 17. Shadon Sharp did not take that step that I was hoping for. Jaden Ivey as well. Benedict Mathurin was fine. Paulo Banchero was kind of holding steady. A lot of these guys are lacking on significant improvement, and it sucks. Yuck. Rebounds. Chet Holmgren's doing okay statistically, but he's only an 83 overall. Not really in on that. Assists per game, really low. Steals, not impressive. Blocks, Chet, and that's really it. Jalen Duren, maybe. 3-point percentages. Jabari up to 40. Chet up to 38. Jaden Ivey up to 36. And then the rest of the guys are lacking. Adrian Griffin up to 37. Really annoyed because whenever I see him in simulation, he's got the highest field goal percentage or 3-point percentage across the league out of everybody. He's shooting like 80%. And we're barely getting league average with it. It's fine. League leaders leading the league in scoring was Jason Tatum. Rebounds was Rudy Gobert. And assist was Darius Garland. None of our boys made any of the list. Steals is Deontay Murray. Blocks is Rudy Gobert. Field goal percentages is Zion Williamson. 3-point champion is LaMelo Ball. And free throw champion, Derrick Rose. Nobody made anything, but hey, this is only year 2. NBA players don't get good until they're 28 years old. That's like 10 years into the league. Taking on the Spurs yet again. We actually beat them last year. They, of course, have Deontay Murray and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't know how we're beating them, but we seem to have their number. Maybe Greg Popovich isn't a good coach. We're 3-1ing them, and we 4-1 now to take on who? The Memphis Grizzlies. Same team as before. Really no changes made. They lost Steven Adams, brought in Marvin Bagley, brought in Andre Drummond. I think we have what it takes. We could hypothetically pull off the upset. 3-0 and 4-0. Now here we are taking on New Orleans. They're playing Herb Jones at the 2. Brandon Ingram, Zion, Cody Zeller is here. Okay. Jackson Hayes, yeah. You know, it's the Pelicans. It is what it is. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. You know, we could make this close. We could make this competitive. Force a game 7. We're out here in game 6 right now in Oklahoma City Thunder, losing through the 3 quarters. Have a lead going into the 4th. Lose the lead. Close game. 6 points. 5.5 minutes to go. Still down 6. We need to make a little bit of a push, and they are starting to pull away. That is all she wrote, and we lose 120 to 103 in embarrassing fashion. Jaden Ivey played okay. Ari Smith, yeah, the team kind of sucks. Pelicans, so I'm thinking we need to consolidate 10 into 9. Say one of our players is going to have to go, but who is that going to be? LeBron on the Pistons, first of all, what is retiring? Horford, Nicholas Batum. Yep. Okay, what is it going to take to put this team over the top? Maybe we bend the rules, change the rules so that we can do it. Stop trying to make every contract 3 years. Let's eliminate the foul out for sure. That'll at least get Jaren Jackson Jr. Just going to skip through the draft. We have our team player options for all 10 of these guys. And I think the weakest link is going to have to go. Now, is that Kennedy Chandler? Is it really smart to get rid of the backup point guard? Maybe in this situation it is. First of all, let's see if we can throw a wrench into LaMelo Ball's life. There you go. Darius Garland unrestricted. Kawhi Leonard unrestricted. Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Tyrese Halliburton, Deontay Murray, Karl Towns. Yeah, whatever. We'll see. Nobody wants to sign with us. It is what it is. Who's going to have to go? Who is disappointing the most? Honestly, I think Ty Washington. Just drop him. Run it back with Kennedy Chandler. What is their potentials, first of all? They're the same. So maybe we trade away Ty Washington. Say thank you for your services. We're going to rock a 1 point guard lineup, and it's going to be Kennedy Chandler because Ty is not giving us anything. He's barely a starter. He's barely a backup. He's giving you 9 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Kennedy Chandler off the bench in half the minutes is giving us 3 and 2.5. You look at their per 36, it's night and day. So Ty, I'm sorry, you're going to have to go. You got first rounded in Kentucky, and you're getting first rounded here in the NBA. Get off my damn team, go to the Magic, and say good night. Okay, we're not going to do anything in free agency, nothing fun to do there. We're just going to see if this team has the chops, has the chutzpah. Did anybody go anywhere fun, though, in free agency? Let's see. I don't want to negotiate. I just want to see. LaMelo Ball back to the Hornets. Darius Garland back to the Cavs. Anthony Davis back to the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard to the Pistons. Okay, Devin Booker back to the Suns. Deontay Murray back to the Spurs. And Karl Towns is going to the Bucks. Is Giannis still there? How do they have the money? That's how. They don't have anybody else on the team. Okay. Player progression. How we looking? How we doing? Barry Smith up to an 87. Chet Holmgren up to an 85. So is Jaden Ivey. The starters minus Kennedy Chandler are doing good for what it's worth. So what I'm thinking is we send Kennedy Chandler on tap potential. I know. Where are you? Down there. So you can get up to an 80. And then we need Chet Holmgren to take that next step up and Jaden Ivey as well. Our 3 untapped potentials go there. This is going to be the 9-man rotation now. Cutting the roster. I'll drop it to 8. Don't fucking make me. Kennedy Chandler now is playing the 1, our starting point guard, even though he's 5'8". Jaden Ivey at the 2. Jabari Smith at the 3. Paulo at the 4. Chet at the 5, coming off the bench. Shadon, Benedict, Joe Griffin, Jalen Duran. You know the usual suspects. How we looking though? Is this the moves we need to make to win? Third for NBA.com. Third for Eric Boner. They think it is. Do you? And I just want to take a peek at the All-Star teams because one of our boys did make it. The starters are Luka and Cade Cunningham, weirdly enough. On Team Luka is Giannis, Joel Embiid, Zion Williamson, and LaMelo Ball. For Team Cade Cunningham is Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, Nikola Jokic, and Anthony Edwards. For the reserves is Kevin Durant, John Morant, Shea, Karl Towns, and Bam Adebayo. On the other side, Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Darius Garland, Domantas Sabonis, and our boy Chet Holmgren made it. We're doing incredible. Best team in the NBA. Let's go win. And would you look at that? Chet Holmgren wins MVP, giving me 21, 10, and 5 on 49, 78, 41 shooting. Lefty Alexandros. What is this? Leftos Alexandris. Okay, you're 5'9", dude. Okay. Keegan Murray, 6th man of the year. A honest defense player. Their most improved is our boy Kennedy Chandler. You love to see it. Coach of the year. Wow, we went 74-8. Mike Stauffer and Timmy Cheeks. What a name. All NBA first team MVP Chet. Second team, nobody. And third team, Jabari Smith made it up to an 89 overall. All defensive teams, not going to make it. And no rookies because, of course. But we're the best team in the NBA. Had the best record ever. So, obviously, the rookies are pretty good. But Chet Holmgren, 87 overall, 21, 10, and 5. Great year from him. Jabari, 28 and 4. Great from him. Jaden Ivey stepped up. I'm really content with this team, and Kennedy Chandler stepping into that starting point guard role was very good for us, giving us 7 assists a game, exactly what the doctor ordered. 3-point percentages, solid. Jabari Smith, 45. Chet Holmgren, 41. Jaden Ivey, only 38. Kennedy Chandler, up to 36. I can live with that. What did Adrian Griffin? 40%. You know, we're improving. Definitely getting better. Team stats. We were, scoring-wise, best team in the NBA. Defensively, best team in the NBA, giving us a 21-point differential. Jesus. Field goal percentages, 3rd. Tied for 3rd. 3-point percentages, 5th. And free throw percentages, we not that great. 7th. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Scoring went to Luka Doncic because, of course, rebounds is Joel Embiid. Chet Holmgren at 9. Assist is Darius Garland. No Thunder. Steals is Ben Simmons. Blocks is Jaren Jackson Jr. Field goal percentages is Jared Allen. No Thunder. 3-point champion went to Anthony Edwards. No Thunder? No, Jabari at 2. And free throw champion was Emmanuel Quickly. No Thunder. But we had one hell of a year. And I think we're going to compete for a title. Chris Paul is still an 88 overall. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton. The Suns should be so much better than what they put up in simulation, but you look at the stats. Chris Paul is incredible. Holy crap. 18 and 12. And then Devin Booker, 30. How is this team so bad? So Mikal Bridges doesn't give you shit. 10 points. Cam Johnson gives you 13. DeAndre Ayton. This team should be better. I don't know why they're not. Supposedly, they're an 8 seed. Let's see how we do because, yikes, 1-1. And we're down 2-1. And we're tied 2-2. I'm going to go into Simcast just because even though we're the best team ever assembled, the best team in the NBA history, we might lose in the first round. That's what 2K does. And we're losing game 5 here. Close back and forth game going into the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th. Have a little bit of a lead. I'll hop in. Yeah, let's hop in. 5-point game. 2 minutes left. Is this Jalen Duran shooting free throws? That's not what you... Oh, that's Benedict Mathurin. Why is he in the game? Is that Cam Johnson's free afro? Wow, that is spicy. Okay, you're too short. You're too short. What is happening? Good enough for me. Cam Johnson is, oh my God. Well, it's all of a sudden a 10-point game with 1 minute left. I think we get one more stop and we call it a day. Devin Booker is averaging 30 points per game this season, and he's greening in my face. That's cool. What kind of play should we run here? I want some for Jaden Ivey. We're going to do a cut. So give the ball to Paulo, and then give it to Jaden Ivey, coming off the screen for 3. Miss. Good enough. It's an 8-point game. There's no chance we blow it, right? Ooh, they tried to. They tried to, but we did win 117-113, taking a 3-2 lead. And hopefully we don't need to win any more games. There you go, 4-2. Now to take on the Spurs yet again. We just have their number. There's no point in even watching, right? We're going to 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 them. Yep, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and 4-0. That is all she wrote. Now to take on the Houston Rockets. Rob Mercer, Jalen Green, DeAndre Hunter, Kyle Kuzma, Nikola Jokic made his way here. No, this is a good team. Do we have what it takes? Maybe. 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. Gonna simcast again in game 5. These are huge games. If you win this, you only need to win one of the next 2. That's why I always try to hop in game 5 when it's a 2-2 series in a tightly contested game. And we're losing. Losing pretty bad. Looks like 74-8 means you go to several game 7s if you even have a hope of winning a championship. Yeah, that's realistic. That's pretty much what real life is, right? Because the 72-10, that's the record, right? Bulls, they barely made it out of the Eastern Conference. Like, at least the 73-9 Warriors went to game 7 against LeBron James. We can't even get to LeBron James. We're going to like consecutive game 6s, game 7s. Here we are, game 7 in Oklahoma City Thunder. The dome is rocking. Does Oklahoma City Thunder have a name for their stadium? I don't know, but we dominated in the last 2 games. And here we are taking on the Raptors. Lonzo Ball is a 90. Colin Sexton, Sadiq Bey. This is not the Raptors. Kristaps Porzingis? These aren't the Raptors that I know. Oh, that's a really good team. They might fucking curb stomp us. 3-1. Can we make them blow a 3-0 lead? We are the best team in NBA history. I know they have like 5 90s on their team inexplicably, but if there's a team that could make them lose, it'd be ours. How are we doing here? 4-point game? I'm definitely going to be hopping in here. 3 minutes left, up 6. Let's do it. Let's make the Raptors blow a 3-0 lead. I'm in. The one man we can bully. I don't know what this flat ISO is, but normally you'd want your... Oh, God. Oh, God. Jaden Ivey is flying high. Saw that coming a mile away. Let's play some defense, all right? Let's lock up. Colin Sexton is their best player, okay? Lonzo Ball can catch and shoot the 3, but he can't create his own shot. Kristaps Porzingis is too tall. I mean, we should be able to get a stop here. They got a whole bunch of catch and shoot players and one creator who's like 5'10". All right, come on. I'll take Colin Sexton on Jaden Ivey any day. There we go. Pass it up. Jabari's gonna be open, pump fake, and drive. No, it's fine. Okay, see. Oh, I'm wide open. Oh, give it, give it, give it, give it, give it. Dunk it, throw it down. That's how you do it. I pressed the pass button so early in the animations in 2K. Take forever, but thankfully we made it through. Up 8 points with 2 minutes left. They need a timeout. I'm a great defender. Oh God, Lonzo Ball is flying high. That's not what you want to see. Lonzo Ball has never played that confident in his life. Okay, we are ISOing up on the little man. Okay, I don't know what the new 2K update is, but apparently we're just flat ISOing all the time now. Why is everybody cutting into my lane? What is happening? Bruh. What the f... All right, so first of all, whatever 2K did for the update, this is not what an ISO should be at the top of the three-point line. Having 2 defenders standing outside of the paint, blocking both driving lanes if you're trying to blow by your man. That is just the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know when they started implementing that. So I call for the screen and roll from chat. I'm like, all right, Kristaps Porzingis can't move if he was asked to tango. We're going to take him. I go, okay, let's go. Chet Holmgren is open here, but I think I can blow by Kristaps Porzingis, the animations, etc. And then Kennedy Chandler just decides to fucking dive. What are you doing? And then I pressed pass because I fucking panicked because I was trying to get it to Chet Holmgren, who was wide open. I was like, oh God, Kennedy Chandler's going to blow this. Jaden Ivey decides to pass to Kennedy Chandler, who throws it off of fucking Lonzo Ball's head. And then we get into this scrum and it's out of bounds on me. God, 2K, man. It's just like, what is the logic here? Do you play your game? I'm gonna simcast a little bit just because I'm kind of sick of playing this damn game. Up 10 points and we win 112-106. There's a chance, you know? We could make them blow a 3-0 lead. I'm just saying. I might have an Xbox crash if they happen to take a lead, but here we are, up in the first, up in the second, up huge. And this is going to a game 7, my friends. Our team has made the Toronto Raptors push it to a game 7 when they were up 3-0. Here we are back in Oklahoma City Thunder. Do the rookies have the mental fortitude? Can they withstand the Toronto Raptors? Can they withstand Nick Nurse playing the box and 1 on your whole team? We're losing in the second quarter, going into the third. Take the lead up about 10 points here going into the fourth quarter. Really low scoring contest, up about 20 though. And we're going to take this away. It looks like we're trying to choke it away. I'm just going to hop in, make sure that we don't blow the lead in its entirety. The starters aren't even in. There you go. Give it to Jabari. Drain the clock. And let's give it to Jaden Ivey. And we'll run a Jaden Ivey, Chet Holmgren screener roll. And Jaden Ivey is just too fast. He's oh God, I choked on my spit. He's accelerating. He's dunking. He's yamming it on the Latvian big man. And that is going to be it, baby. Keegan Murray can shoot all the bad threes that he wants. Okay, well, that wasn't ideal. Get a ball to my boy Jaden. Step, cross, spin, step back. Nothing doing. Give it to Jabari. Jab step. Screener roll. Jab step, go the other way. Just go around Sadiq Bey. Nope. Pump fake, shimmy, shoot. Whoop. Missed. I don't know how 2K players do it. None of my moves anywhere created a single iota of space. And Kristaps Porzingis sucks. And that is gonna do it. Not only did the rookies win a championship here in year 3, not only did we have the best record in the history of the NBA at 74-8 in the regular season, but we went to a game 6 in round 1, swept round 2, went to a game 7 in the Western Conference Finals, and then became the first team to make a team blow a 3-0 lead in the NBA Finals to the overrated Toronto Raptors. I gotta say, this was one hell of an accomplishment for the rookies. And Mike Stauffer is gonna lift up this trophy in joy, in lust, in love. And whose hand is gonna go through it? Oh God. Oh, there it goes. Is that Paulo? Is that Jabari? I can't really tell. Here's Adam Silver announcing that Chet Holmgren is the NBA Finals MVP. Big man, little trophy. That is how you do it. That is how you win a championship with the rookies. And that's going to do it for this one. I think it was a pretty much overwhelming success for the rookies. I know we had to wait until 2025, but hey, rookies don't get good until they're 28 years old. That's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.